The night sky was pitch black as Captain James Hawkins gripped the controls of his B-17 bomber, sweat beading on his forehead. A burst of flak rocked the aircraft, sending shrapnel tearing through the fuselage. His co-pilot shouted over the roar. As flames engulfed the wing, Hawkins knew they had only moments left. "Bail out!" he yelled to his crew as the bomber plummeted towards the German countryside below. Hawkins tumbled through the frigid air, yanking his parachute cord. The canopy snapped open with a jolt, and he drifted down into enemy territory. Gunfire erupted from below. The Germans had spotted him. Bullets whizzed past, puncturing his chute. He hit the ground hard, the wind knocked out of him, dazed but alive. Hawkins quickly buried his parachute and flight gear. He had to move fast. German patrols would be searching for him. As dawn broke, he caught sight of a farmer's barn and slipped inside to hide. His mind raced as he formulated a plan. He was deep in Nazi-occupied France with no supplies. No weapons and no way to contact Allied forces for days. Hawkins moved only at night, scrounging for food and dodging German patrols. He used his survival training, eating leaves and insects to stay alive. The constant fear of capture weighed heavily on him. One misstep could mean imprisonment or execution a week into his ordeal. Hawkins encountered a young French boy while hiding in a hedgerow. The boy's eyes went wide with recognition. He knew Hawkins was an Allied airman, but instead of raising the alarm, the boy gestured for Hawkins to follow him. Heart pounding, Hawkins made the risky decision to trust the child. The boy led him to a farmhouse where Hawkins was shocked to find his co-pilot and bombardier hiding. They had also managed to evade capture. The French family was part of the resistance, dedicated to helping downed Allied airmen escape. Hawkins felt a glimmer of hope for the first time since his plane went down over the next month. The resistance moved the airmen between safe houses, always one step ahead of the Germans. They provided civilian clothes, forged papers, and a cover story. Hawkins marveled at the bravery of these ordinary French citizens risking everything to help them. The final leg of their escape would be the most perilous, a treacherous mountain crossing into neutral Spain. As they set out under cover of darkness, Hawkins knew the next 48 hours would determine whether they made it home or ended up in a POW camp. The group trekked through rugged terrain, exhausted and on edge. German patrols were known to monitor the mountain passes. At one heart-stopping moment, they heard voices and ducked behind boulders as a Nazi patrol passed just yards away. Hawkins held his breath, certain they would be discovered after a grueling 2-day journey. They finally crossed into Spain. Hawkins could hardly believe they had made it. His legs buckled with relief as he realized he was finally safe. Tears streamed down his face as he thought of home. Hawkins and his crew eventually made it back to England, where they received a hero's welcome. Their daring escape was a testament to human resilience and the incredible bravery of the French resistance. Hawkins would never forget the ordinary people who risked everything to save him. If this tale of courage and survival behind enemy lines resonated with you, consider showing your appreciation for these kinds of historical accounts. Your support helps keep these important stories alive for future generations.